welcome everyone to the Friday Night Lights. Zoya is out today. She is fine. She's just got a other event that she had to be at. If you know someone who wants to play a GMR game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about getting either on the campaign waitlist or into a one-shot. And that waitlist is getting much longer, so get on that when you can. We also have the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMeric. If you're interested in supporting the channel and the service, go check that out. We got some fun stuff over there. We did an art sneak peek on there earlier this week. It looks really, really cool, so go check that stuff out. We also have the YouTube channel where we have the GM tip videos every single day, the archives and the podcasts. We also have the clip contest in Discord. And on July 27th, we are hosting the Battle Royale. So if you're interested in potentially winning some physical prizes, go check that out. That's on the website over at gmeric.com in the store under the one-shot section. We also have these amazing hats over at gmeric.com. These are embroidered snapback hats. They fit even my massive dome, so go check them out. They're right on the front page, as well as some dice. But let's go ahead and get you guys started because we got lots to cover today, and you guys can play some D&D.
Good question, Eric. But I just put it in the Twitch chat. For the Battle Royale, is there a limit to how many people in it?
I have run it with 23 before.
Oh, okay. So bring it on.
Functionally, no. Functionally, there's not really a limit. We will cover that if I have to. If we get 40 people, I may put a cap on it. But it's a lot of fun. If you've not done a Battle Royale with me before, I've run these twice a year, so this will be my 10th one. So we've really nailed down the system. The turns go super fast, and there's tons of great sportsmanship, and it's always a good time. It's the only way you can possibly win a GM Eric bomber jacket. So if you're interested in winning one of those, you need to show up and participate. We also have other prizes as well, based off of how many people are attending. And we've got several people already planning their characters, so go check that out.
Do we have like a link to the bomber jacket so we can see what it looks like?
Do
we have pictures of it?
I do have pictures, and I will post them in Discord. Give me a few moments. Put those in Discord here. Give me just a moment. I will grab a whole bunch of those because I have most of the people's pictures of the people who have won in the past. So let me grab those real quick.
Of which none of my characters will be on those pictures.
I have 3 of the winners.
You'll get it eventually.
Here's the bomber jackets. Alright. There are the pictures of the previous Battle Royale winners and their bomber jackets. So,
oh, nice.
They are really, really cool jackets. They are really nice, and they're super durable. The winner of the first Battle Royale still uses his. Winner of the second one still uses his. So, they're amazing jackets. I do not have one because I have not won a Battle Royale. So.
You're the DM. How do you... Okay.
The only way to get one is by winning the Battle Royale. I don't even have one. They're that exclusive.
Do you get one if the previous champion wins?
No. If if you've won once, the second bomber jacket is a white one.
No, I'm talking about like the NPC previous champion.
I've never had that happen. And that's not the intent, so no.
Okay.
All right.
That guy usually gets ganged up on anyway.
Absolutely.
As he should.
As he should. By the way, if you've not checked out the last Battle Royale, this time it's Barnaby Bogbottom that is going to be the previous champion. He's the one who's going to be in the arena at the start of it. So, check that out.
Barnaby Bogbottom.
Barnaby Bogbottom. He is a fun little gnome character, or halfling, I forget. Anyway, he's going to be a ton of fun. He will taunt you guys a second time. But let's get to the session now. You guys are adventuring the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, you are down here in the town of Nausea, where you guys have come to reset, recollect, and generally resupply in your efforts to solve the world's problems as they relate to your own. After a lengthy stay in Shatter Shaddai, you've left that bleeping place, to paraphrase various members of the party, and have returned to Nausea, where last week you met with Ashlyn Delise. Matilda was uncharacteristically stoic and silent, being deliberate in her actions while protecting Kier and allowing him to do the majority of the talking last week. After all, it was his business we were covering. But now, after having met with Ashlyn and Mayor Amer Shestina, who did hit on Matilda and was rebuffed, the question becomes, what would you guys like to do?
Now, more than ever before, panic.
I believe Granek has some house cleaning to do, so to speak.
Let's see, I'm almost done getting everything onto a sticky note.
I feel like the piece about the oath of the sticky note, not the oath of knowledge.
Hey, listen, if my character had sticky notes in the past, he'd use them.
They just
Oh, absolutely.
I'll
Like
invent the sticky note, damn it.
Is that what the alchemy set's for? You're gonna make
You
a
don't know
really
me.
strong glue, and then it turns out to be weak.
No, it's gonna be a super strong glue for your lips.
I've asked this before. Are you
Already tried it.
are you using actual physical sticky notes or a sticky notes app?
Sticky notes app.
Ah,
Okay.
No, not actual sticky notes. I use 3x5s like a non-plebeian if I need to use them.
Alright, so where were we last time? I think we were in the consortium.
you were
And,
not. We left you guys out on the city streets where you had met with Amer Shestina.
Yeah,
Right,
Amer
he
just
just
left us.
Amer had given us the equivalent of a nuclear cocktail.
We don't know who technically has what where yet, though.
Well, no. Zoya was gonna take the fuse, the bead of fireball, and I think it was.
I've got the keg.
Yep, you've got the keg. Okay, right.
We did finalize that those were the two that were holding it? Okay, I had it as a question mark still in my notes because we kind of wrapped up with that and then immediately ended.
Yeah,
Airborne
and I've got a.
system.
I mean, if we're not doing anything else really particular, I actually think that we should go to the fucking bars. Because that was something that we wanted to do, but then upon learning that Scary McBitchface was turning up, oh boy.
I would like to remind you that Scary McBitchface is still here and at large. And
Yes,
yeah.
I know.
At least through some basic stuff that I found in just looking through crap to sell, I found a handful of things and wanted to ask people if they cared if I either sold it or they wanted it or anything.
That's polite of you.
Primarily the bottom ones that have the mark of ask first.
The Alchemist's Fire is just a potion, right?
Yeah, we found a flask of alchemist fire.
Is that
And
like...
everybody it's too dangerous to throw.
Why is it too dangerous to throw? What's the radius on it?
We don't actually know because nobody could roll the check for it.
Yeah, I think we should... Did someone else
No, I
say
just said,
something?
huh. I just
No.
said, huh.
I asked
Okay,
Keir
'cause I
if he
was like-
wanted it. He said no, and I don't want it, so I'm gonna sell it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I've got no
The black pearl
objections.
isn't magical, is it? It's just a black pearl.
Correct.
The black pearl is just something I got from when we were on our boat travels. I traded soap for it. You all
deal.
mocked my soap. Y'all mocked my 1 gold's worth of soap bars.
Flare Slayer's a aberration, like it does extra damage to aberrations, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was the two-handed axe for specifically flaying aberrations, and if they are grappling somebody, they make a check. Here, I can just
Yeah, they make a
I
check
think-
to drop it.
Yeah, you and Matilda are the only ones who can even use that weapon.
31 javelin.
Listen,
Are
I
these things you're putting
too
up to
have.
sell, Matilda.
Yes.
I should do the same, maybe.
I figure between all of us, we'll just split the cost of the plate armor, because that's the one that doesn't, unless somebody wants it, but it was from the drow, so it's very much too small for Matilda and I.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are the only ones who can even use plate anyway.
Listen, if people wanted to multi-class,
Anyone can
Yeah,
use
get
anything.
another left.
There's just penalties.
Yeah, fair
I
point,
mean-
fair point.
You are technically correct.
Sorry, that's the worst kind of correct.
First
Well,
or
it's
That's
best?
what I hear.
yeah, if
Anyway,
we sell it at value, everybody gets 500 gold off of it, including the bird who's not here.
The magpie.
I just had to question my existence when you said that. Then I realized there's another word.
Bird is the word. 2 words.
All right, 500 gold.
Well, when we actually do sell it, I'm just, I don't know how much of the hand waving of it we're actually doing or not.
We can do some of the hand waving, unless you're wanting to go in someone specific and negotiate. But for the most part, you guys are going to be getting 60% of your normal retail price.
I still need to actually go to the. I mean, if anything else, Toronius is gonna fucking need to do some. What do you call it? Scroll stuff, because I got a scroll of Dimension Door and Glyph of
Oh,
Warning.
yeah.
They need to put in my fucking spell book.
So I think when we ran into Ama, it was after we ran into the other guy.
Basically,
It was
yeah.
the person of OD that we were originally looking for.
Correct. Who led us to go seek Aimer, who then we had our chat with.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Matilda's a walking. Matilda, can we just put a label of a dude on your back and just fucking call you Dan Murphy's?
Is that,
Oh, you didn't
is
sell
that-
your suit back when we were all selling our suit to the shady merchant?
I
Dude.
kept it for some reason.
What's it
Or-
do again?
It grants. Oh, hold on.
Oh, keep that shit.
Sorcery points. 1 sorcery point and access to a metamagic option for 1 hour. That's right, and this guy gained access to Twin Spell, which means with 1 sorcery point and the blue suit, you could Twin Spell a 1st level spell.
Oh, only a first level spell. Damn.
Yeah, because it's 1 sorcery point per level of spell. Right, let me
Double check
what
that.
spell.
I was gonna say,
I
because
don't-
if it's not, then give that shit to either Hecken or me.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure that that works.
Yeah, I could use that.
Well, see, yours would be for
Yeah,
What
the
do you
cost
call
is equal to the spell's level, or 1 point for cantrip. So it would
I mean, shit.
let you. If Hecken wants it, take it. Like,
Hmm.
Kira ain't gonna smoke it. He's clean, man.
No, he's not.
Hacken doesn't have a great constitution, so it's going to be funny when it happens.
Yep.
And she falls asleep, but
All right.
She just uses the suit.
Yep.
George
She
Dean,
just-
I'll take it off of mine.
She just uses the suit for a good night's sleep.
Alright, so Matilda, did you want either the +1 halberd or the flare slayer?
No, I have a +1 halberd already.
I'm pretty sure I already gave you one because I had 3 at
You
one
did.
point.
You did, and I don't need the Flare Slayer. I've got other weapons that I can use.
It's also an atonement slot, which is I gave
Oh,
up for
yeah,
my
I-
shield.
I'm
Oh.
super stacked on that. I don't have any more space.
I mean, otherwise it's just a great axe, but
do you call your achievement slots atonement slots because you're a paladin?
Yes.
Awesome.
I just auto-corrected my brain.
The dyslexia is real, man.
Oh, I
It's
had the
where
finely
it actually
filigree-
exists more is my verbal dyslexia, so...
I had the finely filigreed full plate in my inventory. Is that also in yours, Granat?
Which one?
The 3,000 gold full plate.
You were supposed to delete it because it went into my bag of holding.
I will delete that now.
I mean, we're still gonna sell it and split the cost, right?
Yeah, but I didn't want to think we had
Yeah.
2 sets of full plate we were selling.
Correct. That's why I put everything on my sticky note. But
It's
yeah,
a
I
fucking
think we're...
Oblivion glitch.
I think unless anybody else wants to, I think we're gonna skip the RPs on the selling of stuffs.
Oh, good.
I mean, we had a lot of shop RP before, so I don't have a problem with that.
You do not sell unstable healing potions.
Where did you get the unstable healing potion?
Oh, no, that's the Dragon's Blood one we got from Amir.
She
it
wasn't
isn't.
here.
Oh, okay.
Let me. It was from the suspicious pot of potion juice that was inside.
Right!
You know when I was basically pickpocketing and stealing anything that wasn't nailed down when we were inside the.
I was gonna say,
the school.
But why is all the room gone?
we do have two things that could be, like, identified, the Alchemist Fire and that, and we do know a potion vendor who could possibly look at it even
It
and
is an
tell us.
unstable healing potion.
Oh, you've already
Yes.
checked it?
I
Okay.
don't know how useful it's going to be for me because my luck with healing potions so far has been terrible. And
Oh,
if
it's not-
hang on.
unstable, I'm likely to just die.
Tony's just gonna pop, like, as we're doing this in the street, like, Tony just holds out a potion. Take this!
What?
It's an unstable, it's a Dragon's Blood healing potion.
What?
You take it and roll all your hit
no, I
dice.
don't want to drink your blood, dude. Stop.
That's
No.
not, I am not a dragon, thank you, but no. It was a, like Tony's gonna explain, it's a potion from, the meadery that, you know, if you roll it, you will roll your, what do you call it? All your hit dice, right, Eric? But if you,
So, Tyro,
you have to roll a con.
that's exactly what she's talking about. She
Yeah,
has
Same
one.
item.
Same item.
Oh, she has one. Okay. Wait.
She's trying to get rid of it.
Unstable healing potion, and also, I really don't want one that's made of dragon's blood. That's just that seems like an ethical problem that I don't want to get into, considering
Listen,
how many dragons we know.
If you don't want it, I'll hold on to it for you because it's an item too great not to love to not have.
then by all means, you take it. Take it out of my
Okay.
inventory. I will use normal healing potions and just suffer.
In fact, let me double check. Have one of my greater healing potions just to have on your belt in exchange for it. I have a bunch of those on me currently.
All right.
That'll be a great way for her to roll 4 ones in a row.
True.
Listen, soon I'll be making us our own health potions, and we don't have to worry about whatever, you know, unstable materials they've been throwing into their concoctions for you. Specifically yours.
Alright, so. Oh, sorry, were you going to say something, Q?
I was just going to be sassy. I was saying this is what we come to the FNL for. Bookkeeping.
Yep.
Listen,
We'll
somebody
put the
has to do
same
it.
magic items list in the Friday Night Lights Discord for you guys. For those who do not currently have it, there you go. You guys can get 60% of the retail value. Because the vendors have to make a profit.
Could I try to persuade them up?
You can roll a persuasion check, sure.
Thank you.
I'm going to give them
two.
advantage. Oh, sorry.
All right.
That-
So you will get 70% of retail value.
Thank you.
Yo!
Oh god, can I search in this?
Yes.
Just,
I
just
think
control
so.
F in this? Excellent.
Oh, you can.
For the record, we are working on a redo of this entire list. I have the Excel spreadsheet. We just need to refine prices.
So is this?
Oh,
This is someone else's. What do you call it? Third-party printing, though, isn't it?
Correct. This is a independent thing that was freely done on the internet.
Very
if you
cool.
can put it in a searchable format, or a nicer format than PDF at some point. that
I
would be
haven't.
So
I
appreciated.
have an Excel format already broken down into an XLSX document.
But if you would share that at some point.
I will.
Okay, thank you.
We're just getting the details on it done because we want to lock it down so not everyone goes in and changes things.
Yeah.
Mm.
The number of one-shot characters I've painfully searched through Save Magic items looking up the definition of every bloody item.
Right.
The Flare Slayer's not in this.
It's 1,000 gold, so you'll get 700 gold.
70. Yeah, 700.
I do like how there's everything like in this PDF. It's like categories, summoning items, game-changing items, non-combat items, and then it's just like at the end, fuck it. Here's the alphabetical order. And it should be.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look through alphabet. I see Alchemy Jug, but not Alchemist Fire. I don't think it's a jug.
I mean,
It is not. Alchemist Fire, I believe, is like 10 gold.
Yeah, it's
50
like, I
gold.
don't.
50? Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it's mundane, I guess. Well, not mundane, but
Yeah, makes sense.
Alchemist Fire is just a bomb, right?
No, it's alchemical fire. It's liquid fire.
Oh,
it's
okay.
napalm.
Pretty close to napalm. Except it's napalm is not necessarily lit, but can be.
Yeah.
So if we're getting 70% value for the 3,000 gold armor, we're getting 2,100 gold divided by 6 is 3.5, so 350 gold each.
Okay.
375 gold. No, 350. I was right the first time.
All right. So as you guys are doing this, Matilda, what are you up to?
Mostly digging stuff out of my bags to hand over to other people. Be like, oh, I haven't used this in forever. Here you go. Giant clattering group of like 30 plus javelins and wow,
Do we
the
want-
bag is so much lighter now.
I was
You
gonna
guys
say, do you
are
need
generating quite the scene as you unload an entire adventuring party's loot upon the docks.
Yeah,
In
that's
theory, I
fine.
wasn't just like mindlessly pulling stuff out in the middle of nowhere. It'd have been as we went to each shop, I'd have pulled out the
Okay,
items.
that's fine.
I mean, I imagine if anything, like the most pulling of stuff would be at Judith,
That's fine.
because, yeah. But are you still keeping all those 31 javelins, Matilda?
Keeping them? No, I'm going to sell them.
Okay.
All of the stuff that I listed there is stuff that I'm willing to sell.
Okay. I mean,
You're not selling all your javelins, are you?
Well, yeah, I have a short bow.
What's your deck score?
I don't know. Probably not as high as yours.
It's not a competition between my deck score and your deck score. It's a competition between your deck score and your strength score.
Yeah, but they're bulky.
now note
Which
to
you have a
Chandellen,
strength
we need
score.
we need telescopic fucking what do you call it? Telescopic javelins.
How
Alright,
much
if
is
you
a
don't-
+1 worth on an item?
I sup-
I believe it's 1,000 for a +1 weapon, right? +1
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah, it's a dagger and a
You
halberd.
use daggers.
+1 weapon is 1,000 gold.
Okay, so I'll just say they're 1,000 even.
Yep.
Not
just
worry about it.
because I can carry 31 javelins doesn't mean I want to carry 31 javelins.
Sounds
I
like a freaking.
understand. Carry.
Sounds like a
4.
wood cushion section as she goes past, like clicking. Damn.
Oh gosh, your dexterity is actually pretty good. Objection withdrawn.
Archery
Eric.
is a sport, Kier.
Okay. Out of character, I run under the assumption that all fighters have between 12 and 8 dex, unless they are a dex fighter.
Yeah, but I'm a brawler. You have to be dexterous. And Matilda, like, flexes.
That was out of character. I did state that. Kier doesn't
That's okay. I'm taking
make
everything in
assumptions.
character anyway.
Okay. Do what you want with your javelins.
Right. I want money for my javelins. Please, Granok, help
Yep.
me.
Am I doing all of your math now too?
I'm sorry. No,
Oh,
you're
God,
not.
it-
No, never mind. I'll take them back. And she like starts taking them back.
Maybe we
Listen,
could say it happened, and we could do some of it in Discord.
listen,
Yep,
I
we
can
can
do it. I
say
just didn't
it
realize I was
happened.
doing it.
We can just say it happened and we can do it in Discord.
Yeah. Just send me your list in Discord, I guess.
Okay. I don't know how much all of this alcohol is going to sell for because it's like,
Happy to help if you want your brain space free to follow
please.
the activities of the day.
If
Yes,
notes
I
need
will
happening,
even
then
carry
yes.
you while you do math.
New roosting bird acquired.
Javelins are too cumbersome, guys.
I've been sitting on this could have been an email for the last 15 minutes, so sorry.
We just hand waving it and say it happened.
Also, like, I
It
don't have
doesn't
any
matter.
stuff to sell, so
Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm cool. We can figure it
Understood.
out later.
Moving forward, as
I have a quick
you
question.
guys have spent the better part of all day shopping and selling things. Yes, sir. What's your question?
Oh, I was just gonna ask the group, like, are we gonna try and stay in Nausea for a bit, an extra day or such? Because I had an idea that I finally want to try and get into, if possible. Turn.
I guess our plans kind of depend on what our captain wants to do.
Yeah,
Let's
that's-
look here.
Well, our captain wants to figure out how to destroy an invincible spooky boat. And let's see. I believe our best lead for that was to go in the area in which the wood used to make it was harvested. Maybe learn something there about it. I think
Right,
that was our
'cause-
best lead.
Because out of character, I kind of had the opportunity to Damn it, Eric! You're making me use that word.
The opportunity.
The opportunity to join the 20 AC club. If I get my Tyrannus's coat turned into fine clothing +1.
You
Which
do
I've
know that
insulted
that
Eric.
does not stack
And then-
with mage armor, right?
I thought it did.
No.
Oh wait, is it?
Your AC
Mage
becomes that when you have mage armor. You either get the magical bonus to your armor or you get mage armor. You don't get both.
Oh, you have to be unarmored for it. Okay, never mind. I semantic of a spell. Fucking.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, pardon. Buggering me over again.
I did want to ask, who were you planning to have sex with while at 20 AC to join that club?
Yeah.
Myself, because I keep screwing myself over.
Thank you for answering.
Look, we have established that Tyronius' #1 enemy is Tyronius.
No. That's what you presume. There is another enemy that is significantly more dangerous than Tyronius to Tyronius.
It's me.
Exactly. Yep. Anyway, okay,
So,
so
after
never
an
mind.
entire day of shopping, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna go to the spa because that was something we needed to do with Hecken. Do you want to come to Hecken? Has Hecken been to the
Cheese and
spa?
cheese?
I think so. Zoya asked me to go, but we can. Yeah, we can have a group, I guess.
I think Zoya would be pretty disappointed if we went without her.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
that
'cause I don't-
doesn't stop you from going again, but
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait for Zoya.
Zoe's
I
going
want
to
to
go.
check her.
She can go with you guys. That's fine.
Actually, yeah. Before we go to that nice librarian, we should probably clean up.
I was gonna say, yeah, we've got like all the you know all the oil over our hands from handling the weapons.
Cool.
Okay, so let's go do that.
So,
Okay, so sorry, Psycho.
go ahead and go and visit B's and G's. And as you walk into B's and G's, it's that very pleasant Wanty individual who greets you. He welcomes you in and recognizes you, recording your preferences. He pulls you guys into the back. You guys can go and have your spa treatment, your massages, your mani-pedis, and your nice hot swims. This is going to take the rest of the day.
Yeah, Tyrannus is going to dive into the water and just soak his scales, make sure to get the grime out.
The assistants, the handmaidens and the servants that are here will join you, but they don't do it quite diving. They more descend through the stairs and will come and assist you in scrubbing.
Like, are these a weird question? Are these UNT the snake people or just the snake influence, like normal looking people?
That's racist to ask that.
I think.
No, it is in fact not racist because I
Are
am
you
trying
asking
to.
if they have tails or not tails?
No, I am. The player is going. There are many forms of UNT out there. I'm wondering what this mental image is, but don't worry.
So
you
the
don't
question
have to
becomes, are you asking if they have legs?
No, I'm asking if they have, what their physical features are.
They have.
I'm not being racist.
They have legs, and they have scales, they have slit pupils, and they have very wide, distendable jaws.
Oh wow, bigger mouth than mine. That's rare. That was out of character, by the way. But yeah, Tony's is just gonna clean off and make sure he gets his clothes. Can he get clothes? What is it? A laundry service?
Yes,
Is it?
they can do the laundry for you, yes.
Okay. That's what Tyrannus is doing. Whatever
Each
you guys
of you
want
is
to
going to
go
be
for
out
it.
2 gold pieces in order to participate.
Okay,
Oh, no.
and it's not. Is it more for them cleaning armor, or
They
do
will
they
do
not do
cleaning
that?
armor, they will give you a massage, they give you the full spa treatment for 2 gold.
They even have
Perfect.
they have dust baths for the
Yes,
um
for the foul.
the feathered individuals. For the Hecken's not foul.
He is, or she is.
Kier, were you saying something?
No, not really.
Come on, kid, lighten up. It's water. You like water, don't you?
Here stares at you. I like not being hunted.
I mean,
Kind of
same here,
my,
dude.
my goal.
Look, you're not going to do anyone any favors if you don't relax. You're going to be, Unfortunately, if you keep the spring wound, it breaks.
I'm only gonna wind the spring until that ship is dead.
All right. So here, Antonius is gonna like grab him and chuck him into the water himself. Actually, that's probably
Here.
gonna be contested athletics.
No, Kier accepts the treatment. He just doesn't fight it.
Okay.
Oh! Ow! Oh!
So after several hours, you guys have relaxed, unwound, and are rejuvenated here at B's and G's.
Hooray.
Alright. So, well, that is going to be a question though. How are we going to charter? How are we going to get to the actual wood where the lumber was
I'm
built
not,
here?
I'm not even sure if it's a great idea.
Have we decided on that as the place to go?
We haven't collectively. It was just the
Hmm.
lead we had. In fact, I think it was actually you, Hecken, who mentioned it last time. The idea of going
Yep.
there.
I do think we should try Nausha leads first.
Okay. So who are we going to go to first tomorrow?
I would suggest Mr. Verm of the House of Flowers, who have a vendetta against the Abyssal Wraith.
Hmm. Also, just happens to have a big library full of books.
Aren't you? He looks at Tyro. Isn't there something with the House of Flowers and somebody trying to kill you?
It's complicated. First off, one rogue agent does not speak for the entire House of Flowers, and even then, the House of Flowers have different sections. I talked about this with Sweet August Rose in the tavern. Um. Also, personally, I think that if that was something, it would have been a setup, because oftentimes, like, you think about it, you get a crossbow bolt with clearly something from the House of Flowers. In my body, like, you
Right.
guys would be like, okay, we're going to take this down as high as we can. You wouldn't just go after that elf lady, right? You'd go after
Alright,
the
fair.
actual House of Flowers. So I think, and plus, Mr. Verne didn't show any outward hostilities or, any reluctance to speak to me, like, like we saw in Shatter Should Die. So I think we're okay with him. He's just, probably some sort of information broker. I think he'd be, because library book knowledge. So
Enough.
yeah, if we've got a problem with the
We
Sorry.
already knew he was an information broker through Zoya.
Okay, right. So that's me not metagaming. Cool. I was just wondering because I think I first heard it on another of Eric's another one of Eric's streams, and I was like, oh, okay, I have to separate that. But yeah, no, yeah, he's an information broker, so me just showing up might be of value. But yeah, he's cool. House of Flowers isn't always full of thorns.
Fair enough. I just wanted to get my facts straight.
No, that's fine. It's appreciated that you don't want me dead yet.
At this point, never.
All right. So we go back. Is everyone done in here? Or is Matilda and Grano playing chess?
No, I just told her that I remembered it was in my inventory and gave it to her. It was not in
Thank
character dialogue.
Okay. All right.
Matilda, what are you up to?
Well, she's probably just kind of following people around, trying to do the math in her head for how much all this stuff is worth, and getting hopelessly lost.
340.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you want to cut?
No, that's fine.
You're just gonna stab her in the middle of the fucking spars?
Don't make me hit you, Tyronius.
I feel like we were accomplices to the theft, but I think it's a passion project, so.
All right, okay. I owe you. Thank you very much. All right, I'm feeling better. Where to now?
House
Oh,
of
it's
Flowers,
getting
I
quiet.
suppose.
He said
What?
bathing would take the rest of the day.
What was that, Heck?
Well, yeah, we.
Yeah, same point as Brock's.
Oh,
It's bedtime.
Yeah.
all right.
Cool. So you guys go to Launchers Consortium to bed down for the night?
Yep.
This seems like the safest place.
Understood.
I was gonna say one question I have: do we want someone to bunk with Kier just in case
I volunteer as
Ashlyn tries to?
tribute.
That was
Lets
quick.
his head fall into his.
We're gonna grab some dinner first, at least, before you do that, guys, or just straight in. Jeez.
It's
Room
fine. I
service.
can sleep on the floor.
You're not sleeping on the floor, Matilda.
Oh, I'll sleep tight, you two. Don't let the Shanghais bite.
Do you have alarm, Tara?
No, Kier does.
I have alarm.
Ah, cool.
And Kier is the alarm of. What was it you used to say way back when? Just a loud screech.
Yeah, screaming.
I assume Kier has a standing. Whenever I go to sleep, there's an alarm. So
He doesn't actually, but he's
Okay.
going to start.
Yep.
Great idea.
Probably should have started back when I had that bounty on my head, but I felt pretty secure in
I assumed
Luz.
I just kind of assumed you kept doing it ever since we started doing it consistently and when we were on the move.
I did it whenever we were adventuring or on the move, right? But like I felt pretty secure in Lou's place.
Fair enough.
fair.
No, in Lou's place, yeah, no, that's fair. You did live in luxury for like 2 weeks.
It was nice.
You got a taste of the good life, of what it's like to be Matilda's husband.
Kira's giving you a very unimpressed.
I am also giving you a very unimpressed look.
Tony's just gonna give, again, that big shit-eating grin, finger wave, and go to bed.
About time.
Yeah, I don't have alarm spell. All I have is a string with things tied to it.
It's okay. I have an alarm spell, and we can share the bed. Friends can share beds.
Yes. Also, after the door shut, Matilda's just be like, actually, I volunteered because I'm pretty sure I have the lightest sleeping of anybody. So, if anything happens, I'm more likely to wake up.
He
Also-
smiled. You're not there.
No. That was... Sorry, talking to family. I forgot to mute myself.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Care smiles. Thank you. I appreciate it. I would have preferred to get out of here, but hopefully Ashlyn won't try and pull anything.
I doubt it. It didn't seem like she was going to try anything, really. It was a lot of non-answers.
Mm-hmm. That's what she's good at. Telling the truth without really saying anything. Or telling the truth in a way that makes it feel like the worst possible lie.
Alright, I'll take this side closer to the window.
Right. Thanks. And we'll get ready for bed and go to sleep.
Cool.
Yep. Matilda is going to put her, she's going to take the wraps that she bought from Judith and
Sure.
keep those on. but and then put her jade dagger underneath her pillow.
Cool.
And the shield is right next to the bed.
Awesome. Anyone else want to do anything before going to bed tonight?
Oh, cast alarm. But besides that, no.
Cool. All right.
Tyrannus is going to cast Mage Armor before he goes to bed.
Okay. Well, as you guys sleep here in the Longstriders Consortium, your dreams are going to consist of being chased by Ashlyn Elise.
Can I...
Every
roll an
time
Arcana
they
check?
are... No, you cannot roll Arcana. You are asleep. You said you were asleep, correct?
Right, I was just trying to see if this was a spell, much
You
like
have no way to know that when you're asleep.
Matilda did, though, when she was asleep with that...
It was
The
different,
dream.
Tyro. I rolled a will saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Which
that's
you're
the one I was-
about to be doing as Ashlyn Elise will grow into an enormous creature that opens her mouth with long, 6-foot-long fangs and attempts to consume you. I need everyone in the party to make a wisdom saving throw of a DC 20, or you will not get the benefits of a long rest tonight.
Natural
Use
20.
My inspiration for that.
I'm willing to give anybody my inspiration should they wish to re-roll theirs.
Oh no, that's terrible. I'm just gonna take that loss.
You sure I can give you it?
Not with a
Heck,
plus
indeed.
3.
Heck indeed. Oh, with a +3.
I get
That's a
advantage, but
problem.
I'm willing to give it to you.
no thanks. I'll just roleplay it.
Yep. Heckin'.
It's pretty fitting roleplay.
Indeed.
Yep.
So as the spell Dream has been cast on you guys, those of you who failed, which are Matilda and Heckin, both of you will suffer 9 psychic damage and not gain any benefit from a long rest tonight. You wake up having had troubled dreams.
Having resisted the will save, now can I roll on it?
Yes.
Can I also roll on it?
Yes.
Arcana, right?
Yes, please.
Yep. I'm going to use
24.
inspiration on that.
I'm gonna let Greenock have it.
Yep.
Cool.
He rolled the 24.
So,
He's
both
fine.
Tyro and Greenock, you guys can both get the information behind Dream.
Neat.
Hmm.
Oh, you don't even need it.
So, unfortunately, Matilda and Heckin are not getting any rest during this long rest.
Wait. Range self, so that's not touch, right? Or am I just reading this wrong?
The person who
It's a
casts
cast-
it casts themselves, and they send a message to each of you. And
Okay, and the message is the part that does the save for it all.
correct.
Got it.
Third paragraph.
Yeah, no, I need to use my second grade logic of using 2 separating lines to only read 1 line at a time and not skip multiple lines at a time.
All good.
Same here, dude.
So, you wake up in the morning, and Heckin and Matilda have gotten no rest.
Oh, guess we're wicked.
it's a shame Zoya's. Oh no, no, never mind. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else.
I had horrible dreams, and the entire night I kept worrying that I was going to crush Kier. I slept horribly.
Because it has now been 24 hours without you guys taking a long rest successfully, both of you gain a level of exhaustion.
I need coffee. Now.
Do we want to see if we can pay a cleric at a temple to cast Greater Restoration, perchance?
Let's get him coffee, and then we'll worry about our next move.
Matilda, make sure you set the condition up the top there. There you go. So you guys want to go downstairs?
Hecken's going to run to Kier's room when that happens.
Okay.
And bang on the door.
Cool.
He's gonna. Well, I guess alarm would disperse itself at this point. Who's there?
Second.
All right, come on in. And he'll open the door.
Hecken's going to walk in, covering her eyes and peeking between the fingers just to check everyone's decent.
Sadly,
Everyone
they
is
are.
Sadly, says the DM. All right.
Sadly, from Hecken's perspective.
The only indecent thing going on in this room is the fact that I don't have a cup of coffee right now.
I had the most terrible dream. It's kind of the same thing that I was thinking of casting on Ashlyn last night, but I decided to wait and see.
Well, you know what? The bitch deserves it.
When does she sleep normally, Kier?
Kier opens his mouth, closes it, thinks for a moment, and says, I never saw her sleep. That might not be supernatural, but in theory, she slept when everyone else did, but he rubs his temples. She might, with how intrinsically she's tied to the ship, frankly, who knows?
Understood. I'm gonna get some coffee. You guys want some?
Yes, yes. By all the gods, yes.
She didn't waste any time.
I'm gonna run downstairs and make my traditional 50-50 coffee and honey mix.
Understood? Still don't understand it, but very well.
And bring it up to Matilda.
I was gonna say, like,
Matilda, you got coffee with honey.
No, this is honey with coffee.
This is an energy drink.
What time is it that this happens?
About 7 o'clock.
Okay, I'd have already been awake and in the tavern, and seeing Hecken rush up with not one but 2 cups of coffee, I find that suspicious and bring up a fresh cup of coffee.
Cool.
Matilda takes one drink of this, like, thick, syrupy, ultra sweet, slightly bitter concoction, and her
you mean
face
American coffee?
twists into like almost a grimace, and then she kind of licks her lips a little bit and takes another drink.
Oh, I have an idea.
What?
What if we put whey in it as well? Then it could be all of the things you need.
I'd rather just go downstairs and get some eggs and bacon.
Sleep-deprived people are scary.
Thanks for
Meanwhile, in the
advice,
other
though.
room.
That is an energy shot. Woo! Remind me to buy jars of honey later. Alright, Matilda will pick up her stuff and head downstairs.
Head downstairs, get some coffee, get some breakfast. And Kier will look at his friends and say, okay, so who had horrible dreams last night?
Brian comes running by with massive cinnamon rolls, leaves them on the table. Each one is 10 inches in diameter by 8 inches high. covered in a sugary glaze, and then he runs off.
Holy
That
shit.
is not a cinnamon roll, sir. That is a cinnamon pizza. What the fuck?
Wise man no complain about massive cinnamon roll.
I'm not complaining. I am just surprised. Like again, I was
By the
gonna
way-
say something before of the American complaining about really sweet coffee, and then
All right, well, Matilda is going to ignore these cinnamon pizzas and drag the entire plate of like bacon and eggs over to her and start making breakfast burritos
Ugh.
with a stack of flatbread.
Okay.
I'll eat the cinnamon roll.
It's delicious.
You are a cinnamon roll.
It's got pecans in there. It's got brown sugar. It's tasty.
Yes, also had horrible dreams.
yeah, I did too, but that's a spell.
It's a spell.
Yeah, and it's
Yep.
been happening for
That's what I
days
said.
now.
No. This one was a spell.
That's what I said.
Tyronius, that's what I said.
That's what
That's what
multiple
Heckin
people
said.
are telling you right now. You're
No,
just repeating it.
I'm
Hold on. I
Not
think
what
I
I'm-
get what... Go ahead.
no. Just go. I'm just gonna shut up.
I mean, it's been happening for days.
Right, but we've never taken psychic damage. That's the difference.
You still
We've
wouldn't
had-
know that technically, right? Unless they told you they took damage. Well, I guess we know the spell actually, so you would know if they failed that they would have been hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you get punched in the head. It happened. It hurt.
Yeah, the thing is last time I realized it was outside influence. So,
Yes,
of
but-
course, I didn't wake up feeling like I got run over by a wagon.
Yes, but you know, the difference is it's like the time you said that we were being influenced. That whole like someone's in my brain messing with it. I didn't realize that, but I didn't take any. I didn't wake up feeling like a train had hit me. I just woke up being like, oh, that was a bit rough. There's a bit of a difference. This one, like, you guys look like you're actually hurt. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So, I'm just saying this is a little. I think this is a little different. I could be very wrong. The track record for me is not good.
I think, irregardless as to whether you're right or wrong in this, I think the question that comes to mind, or at least to my mind, is how is she able to cast that on all of us concurrently?
She's got many resources. What is that? I think the messenger can even just be like, what is it? I think it's. There are a lot of different ways that you could mess with it, like, and her being able to cast multiple 5th levels of spells of multiple spells of that magnitude. Like again, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like pulling her magic from the ship itself. You know.
It might also be one of the artifacts. It does collect them.
Yep.
Either way, we should try and find a way to maybe defend against it. Because the only way to do that I know of is to, well, kill the caster.
Looking over at Granak
Well, if we
and Heckin.
if we all slept in the same bed, we'd get an aura of saving of we'd be wise. Sorry, how to turn that into something in the world instead of just numbers. We'd-
Yeah.
Talk about Renok's aura.
yeah. If we all slept in the same bed with Granark, we maybe would be able to resist better.
While that's a great idea, Heckin, and Granok is very comforting to be around, I don't think that there's a bed in this entire building that could hold up to the weight of Granok, myself, and everybody else.
I press X doubt that because there are probably people who make very sturdy beds for, quote, sleeping.
Right, sleeping, and I'm like, I would be concerned of, rolling over in the middle of the night and crushing somebody to death. Just
Oh,
throwing
that's
that
fine.
out there. It's
You
not
won't.
fine, Tyronius.
It's fine.
No. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. See. So first off, you won't because you will. Again, you yourself have said you are one of the lightest sleepers out of all of us. I think.
Probably why I didn't sleep so well.
Also, I mean, if he just taps his horn. I have a way of not being crushed. Kier,
Yeah, I'm not
if Kier,
really in the mood to get my eyes poked out in the middle of the night.
yeah, but also if Kier if you roll on top of Kier and somehow keep doing it, and this is how he dies, I think he could look MKL square in the
Tyronius,
face.
what I'm trying to say is I don't want to sleep with you.
I know that. I'm saying that if you're in a giant thing, and I was also talking about Kier, drink the coffee. I was saying if Kier.
Here has a smile on his face.
Right, I was saying if Kier was to die like that, I think he could look MKL in the face with pride and say, I went how I wanted.
Granok,
Am I wrong?
Yes.
could I sleep on a bed near you tonight? Oh my god.
Yes, I can. You may sleep in the same room as me.
Thank you.
Well,
See, Tyronius, that's how you don't make it awkward.
Where's the fun in that?
alright. Still, I'd like to try and find a better solution. And we do still have to contact the House of Flowers. In reality, nothing's changed. Ashlyn is just choosing not to fight us directly.
Hmm. This is probably how people.
Random question, Eric. How much room or how much space is between each of the rooms? In like wall.
There's probably a
closet.
good foot between the walls.
Cool. So if we put beds in the two adjacent rooms, wall to wall on the same corresponding wall, we are still within 10 feet of each other.
Bunk beds!
No, because each room
just
is
gotta
larger
poke a
than 10
hole.
feet. So, because each room is larger than 10 feet, you either get it on one side or the other side.
And we gotta poke a couple of holes for my aura to leak through the wall, right?
That's not
That's
happening.
like a pocket.
Is your aura like water?
A glory aura hole, you might say?
I'm glad I didn't say that. Thank you, Kia.
I'm also glad
I
you
apologize.
You're
for
not going
everything.
to drill aura holes through the
I was trying to not say it, but it was the easiest
didn't
example.
say. You're just telling me that this is a glorious idea. That's okay.
I wanted to
It's
say
a
it was
glorious hole.
like a shower shooting aura through, not.
I'm sorry.
Oh, a shower, huh?
No, you're not.
Of
No, you are.
of
No.
golden resplendent light, that kind of shower.
I'm just gonna leave. This is too much. The will. Ian needs to roll a will save to not get himself in trouble.
Tyronius is gonna get banned.
All right. I do
Well,
just
since
want
my
to point
shenanigans
out,
is put down a foot.
I do just want to point out that this is a lot of effort for a +1. That's all.
I mean, we've
take
done-
those.
Yeah,
We take
take-
those. I ain't saying we don't.
I would suggest, however, maybe asking. God, or maybe if Judith knows anything, or if Leslie can know anything, like they're the arcane experts, or at least.
Yeah.
Oh God. Fucking glory, a glory or a hole. You know, you'd think that'd be part. You'd think that'd be part of the extra services and spa, but you know.
No.
No,
No.
they're
Get
too
out.
classy for that.
Alright, so on a completely different topic, did my 12 succeed in my alchemy research?
Yes.
Hooray! I can make. I now can use my alchemy kit.
Hooray!
Hooray!
And nothing blew up when
Not
Tyranius
yet.
got a 1 for his. Pardon?
Alright. So,
You good?
comforting paladin auras aside, what
Glorious pal.
what job are God damn it, dear. What job are we going to be picking up to get ourselves out of this town? Since you said you wanted to leave.
Well, we have a couple things to hit up first. Hecken was right. We should explore our options within Nausha before moving on. And we can't let that dream spell sit.
I mean, we've set one ship on fire in our career. What's the second one?
We've also
Yeah,
set
we
many
have-
ships a sail.
It doesn't burn.
It doesn't
Right.
burn. It doesn't. It's faster than any other ship. It's in multiple places at once. Unfortunately, this isn't a problem we can set on fire.
Well, I have one idea, which is to cast stream back at her and see how she likes it. But as far as I know,
like
there
that
is
plan.
not much that you can do to avoid it.
That's very satisfying. I like that plan.
I'm going to be the voice of reason here and say I would like to not poke the scarier than all of us could put together bear, but you know, I
mean,
also am going to be the one that says go
The
for
bear
it.
is also already charging at us with both claws out.
yeah, like way too late for that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
best thing to do is punch it in the face. But this isn't
Yeah,
going to
pop
be a
on the
gentle
nose.
poking. This is going to be a taxidermy
Back off, you
bear.
spooky bitch.
It's a good idea, Hecken. If nothing else, it could disrupt her trance.
I'm not going to lie, there is part of me that is going to find that immensely funny if Ashlyn loses a concentration check just because she fucking rolls like 3d6 of damage.
Alright. I don't know how it works in that case, because, like, I think what could happen is we end up with a Naushan standoff where neither Hecken or Ashlyn go to sleep, waiting for the other to go to sleep to invade their dreams.
I'm game.
Well, I mean, you're going to
It
lose.
would need to explore the options for another solution, though. But definitely a plan B. Go for it.
Do we go talk to Leslie then, since she seems like
Yeah.
the kind of scary person who would be able to do that?
She's not that scary.
She's horrifying.
Scary. Yeah. There you go.
Alright, so for like the 4th time in 2 days, we're gonna go visit Leslie.
Awesome. So, you guys go upstairs to the hall and down the hall to Leslie's office. And
Knock,
as you
knock.
guys knock on the door, Leslie is not here at the moment. The door is
Okay.
open, however.
I'm not going without her permission. Are you joking?
I'm just gonna walk in and knock on the frame. Hey Leslie, are you in your office at the moment? Sorry to bother.
She's probably busy dealing with her front of the Ashland problem.
More than likely.
You hear a voice from behind you. Is there something you need?
Ah!
Tyranius just like jumps 2 feet in the air. It's like You enjoy that way too much, don't you?
She smiles at you. I had been working with Mr. Shiraz. Is there something I can do for you? Or did you forget that I'm the treasurer of the consortium and financials are a very important part of my job?
No,
I didn't
no,
forget
never
that.
forget that. We're just.
She
You
walks
go
in
ahead
past
and
you
begin.
guys and sits down.
I follow her in. Just a quick one, Leslie. Do you know if there's a way to defend against the spell Dream?
She looks at you. Of course. You need to be wiser than the person casting the spell. It's a
Thanks.
large investment in someone's lack of well-being. It's crude, but with appropriate company, it becomes trivial to resist such a spell. Why?
Well, because Ashlyn's hitting all of us with it at the same time.
That's most unfortunate.
Yeah.
How would you like me to help?
Well, I mostly that the information in which you have given me. We are going to explore options before moving on to our plans to well, take care of her.
The last time I knew of someone who casts this spell on a regular basis, they wanted to influence someone to manipulate them towards a certain course of action.
Hmm.
You may want to be very careful as to what you choose to do, especially with Ashlyn Delise. Do you believe that Ashlyn is the one casting the spell?
Kier holds up his hand and then puts it to his mouth and says, Ashlyn appeared in the dream, but that doesn't necessarily mean she was casting the spell.
Oh crap, the ship cast it and Ashlyn was the messenger.
Maybe, but
Or
it could also be someone else.
we've also heard hints of two other higher beings that affected dreams recently.
We have?
Crap.
One who we all remember the consequences of even speaking the name,
Right.
and the other one I found out from the other item from the same quandary.
And this has been happening since before the confrontation with Ashlyn.
Right, but this is still the first time that it's actually done an ouchie.
Yes.
That's not
and
strictly true.
they could have been biding their time. It's like Leslie said, something maybe wants to push us towards Ashlyn, but we were already tilted in that direction anyway.
Well, we do have a
Interesting.
penchant for lollygagging.
Do you have anyone who might be enemies of Ashlyn Delise that would want you to go towards her instead of away?
Well, we were actually going to talk with one of those enemies.
Interesting. Are they one of your enemies?
Mostly not. We're pretty sure no.
If
It's
not,
Mr.
then I
Verm.
would probably... Oh, Mr. Verm.
Firm. Sorry.
That's an interesting individual. Why would he have a desire to harm you? Motives are important. Criminals don't do things just for doing them. Here, everyone has a reason. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
A motivation, a purpose. It's important to understand why someone is doing something. Without an actual definition of who has infected your dreams, it'll be very difficult to attribute blame.
We can't make assumptions. Got it.
So, I encourage you to find friends who are going to be able to assist you. I have seen orgies of people resist dreams. There's power in people here. Tyro, your friend Granak over there. He's got a force of personality that might help.
Yeah, one of the ideas was to actually just bunk up with as a group.
The other option, of course, is to sleep at strange times. Break up your sleep schedule. While that may cause exhaustion, you may be able to foil the attempts to prevent the benefits of a long rest.
It's worth trying. All right. Thank you for the advice, Leslie. We're going to go
course.
Some allies.
Find some allies. If you get desperate, there is a vain paladin here in town currently who will do nearly anything for coins.
Really?
As long as it doesn't affect his hairstyle.
God, that is vain.
Indeed. What's their name?
Their name is Radiant.
Radiant, not radiant.
Correct.
Okay.
He says that he doesn't need the tea to be complete.
Oy. This person sounds like a barrel of laughs.
He's a humorous individual, to be certain.
I mean, it could be worse. He could just be stuck up like Ronaldo.
He's not far off.
Yeah, boy.
I mean,
Do be aware that if you do engage with him, you will have to deal with some indoctrination from the house of Usul. And he's a worshiper of the sun god, and will be reciting the tenets of the Lord for the entire time that you are in his presence, until you've memorized them yourself.
understood.
However, the compromise is that by doing so, you would be protected as long as you were near him.
Right.
Be right back 1 second.
All right. Thank you again, Leslie. You've been a great help the past few days.
I tend to be a good help all the time, Kier.
That is true. That is true.
Have a good day. By the way, if you're ever looking for more employment, you know the consortium is here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just worried about my own problems right now. Thank you.
Of course.
I mean, the consortium is your problem. You're part of it. Part of the ship, part of the crew. And he's going to back out of the room.
Thank you, Tyra.
He's quite dramatic, isn't he?
You get used to it.
No, I don't.
Must be nice. And then he will leave the room.
All right, you guys can depart. Go out into the hall.
All right, let's go make some friends, I guess.
All right.
Mr. Vern.
So you guys head on out into the town of Nausea. So you headed towards Mr. Verm's library. Awesome. Cool. Take you over there. As you guys approach, out front there's a bed of tulips that have thorns. They're in full bloom and beautiful, but there's a sign that says, "Do not touch." There's even a little fence that prevents passerbys from touching them.
Nature check out of curiosity.
I believe you've already rolled this twice in this adventure.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
You do not know what they are.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'd forgotten. I had forgotten what I did not know.
Good. As you guys walk in, Mr. Verm will greet you. Ah, welcome back. Is there something I can help you with? Good day. Oh, there's quite a few of you. My day is, of course, going to be busy. Well, some tea for each of you, perhaps?
Sure.
If you're offering.
He goes to the window and pulls a pitcher down off the window, brings it over and puts it on a little stand on a little table where there's honey, sugar, and a few small crumpets. He gestures, help yourself. Sun tea is best served fresh, of course.
Sun tea? How do you do that?
Well, you make the tea and you leave it in the sun, of course.
Oh, okay. So like a cold, what do you call it? Sweet tea style. Okay.
Indeed.
Thank you for
Out of character, this is a thing that exists here in the States and that we do all the damn time.
Sun tea is the best tea.
Damn, now I'm gonna get a cup of tea. Bugger.
If Heckin does not have a cup of tea, I would be surprised.
Heckin doesn't have a cup of tea.
Going to make some.
Going to make some right now.
Ugh.
Checking Amazon for sun tea jars.
Isn't that just a normal jar?
Yes.
Anyway.
Is there something I can help you
you
with?
Kid, you
Yeah.
want to take the lead?
Yeah. So, we have a problem with a certain individual. Does the name Ashlyn DeLise ring a timber?
Oh, yes. One moment. Attention everyone, we will be closing for the next, rest of the day. Please make your purchases and, depart. We are having a private event.
Guys.
Wait, they're closing for the rest of the day? Isn't it like in the morning?
He looks at you. We are closing for the rest of the day.
No,
we'll-
this is out
We'll
of
come back
character.
tomorrow and try you then.
You may stay. One moment. Yes, thank you. Your purchases. And he will check everybody out who is here. And you guys will be left alone here at Mr. Verm's. And as the last person leaves, he will close the shutters, close the curtains behind the shutters, lock the door, and put a runner at the foot of the door. Turning, he walks deliberately towards his desk. Now, Ashlyn DeLise. His expression has gone from that of being a librarian to a cold and calculating tactician. Gone is the frivolity and welcoming nature of Mr. Verm, and now you are dealing with the assassin, the mastermind of Nausea.
Well, yes. Ashlyn DeLise. We're in the business to take her and the Abyssal Wraith down.
There are several problems. First,
Yeah.
Tyrenius Evilite has a price upon his head. An assignment has been placed that we are to kill Tyrenius Evilite on behalf of the House of Flowers.
Oh, so you are actually off for my head.
Well, not your head specifically, but rather
Uh,
you are to die.
I mean, I will die eventually.
Yes, but your death is to be orchestrated on the terms of the House of Flowers. You understand?
So she
I guess
does
that
work for
means
you.
don't drink the sweet tea.
Yep. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
The tea is fine. Trust me.
Oh, wait.
He is being really upfront about the whole thing.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, and this could be just like, hey, it's fine, trust me, and I die, but it's fine. Tyrannus is going to take some.
Excellent. Ah, well, that's done.
Tyrannus just drops dead.
No. See, what
No,
has
I know.
happened is it's a very interesting poison. You see, it comes in two parts. First, you ingest the one that you've just consumed within the sun tea, and it settles into your gastrointestinal system and lays there dormant for years until it's absolutely quiet and forgotten. Until you're suddenly introduced at some point into the future to the second half of the poison, which meets the first in your bloodstream, in your cardiovascular system, and has a little party. At which time you will find, Tyronius Evilite, that you are quite dead.
Is it quick, though?
Oh, very much so.
Okay. My mouth's getting me into trouble again. Anyway, we'll
Now-
deal with that at another point.
Oh,
First,
the House of Flowers now holds sway over your life and death, and when it is time to execute you, you will die. But that is not today.
I mean, if I may, and I'm not going to take this whole conversation because we've got bigger issues. Your girl tried to shoot me outside the consortium and angered the consortium because of it.
No, not my girl.
Okay, a representative of the House of Flowers, not affiliated to you.
That's entirely possible.
So, yeah, the House of Flowers has had sway over my life for a long time. But I appreciate the heads up.
Of course. Honesty is
here.
my policy. I assure you that when it is time for you to die, if the House of Flowers is involved, it will be swift and quite painless. If I am involved, anyway. Of course, I can promise you only that the House of Flowers will not kill you today.
That's fair.
Well,
You know what? I can appreciate that.
over.
Now, to the Pirate Queen herself, Lady Delise,
Mm-hmm.
you understand that the House of Flowers is no friend of hers.
Yeah, we were hoping to find a friend in a shared enemy.
Well, just because an enemy of my enemy does not make us friends. Now, Zoya Featherborn here. He gestures to the owlet. She and I go very far back. And I would consider Zoya to be a friend of mine. And I apologize for betraying her trust, in your case, Tyronius. But orders are orders, and when they come directly from the council, they must be obeyed, or my own life would be at risk. And I do not wish to die. So,
Not yet, anyway. Imagine.
oh, I do
sorry.
not wish to die at all. He smiles broadly at you. Now, the Pirate Queen. Why do you want her dead?
Well, honestly, I'd be able to compromise on her death. I want the Abyssal Wraith destroyed. Mostly because I think her death would be pointless without the destruction of that ship.
He steeples his
Also-
fingers. Interesting. You seek to cut off the head of the snake. Destroy the ship that cannot be normally destroyed. Interesting. I do not know of anyone who's even attempted such a feat. I know of several who we have sent to attack Ashland and dispose of the leadership, hoping to throw the crew into disorder. None of them have returned. In fact, it's said that only one person has ever left the ship, and even then, not by choice. You, here,
You're well informed.
I do my best.
That's about the size of it. I left, and not by choice. And so long as that ship's around, I'm functionally doomed. And so is everybody I care about. At least if Ashland's to be believed about the curse.
Ashland Delise is not a liar. However, she has been known to overstate things in the past.
Mm-hmm. She's really good at being untrue for someone who doesn't lie.
You'll find that that is a useful skill.
Yeah.
So how do you intend to destroy the Abyssal Wraith? The ship
Well,
of the dark and the night.
step 1, gather information and allies.
Wise.
Step 2, use those information and allies to figure out a way to destroy the ship.
Well, I do not have much information on such a ship, other than the legends of it stalking others on the horizon. The fact that it is universally feared across all the seas. The ship passes like a specter in the night, glowing green on the horizon when those who see it fear for their lives. The Protectorate runs. Even the World Eaters dare not chase. The Abyssal Wraith is a danger of the waters, and no one who boards her leaves. The legends, if they are to be believed, say that she was made in the landlocked sections of Australia from scraps of wood that the nomads had collected. They coveted it greatly before forging it into a ship. They took it to the seas, but were unable to launch it as it got stuck upon the rocks. They slew a dragon near it and imbued it with the will of the drake. Supposedly, that is what keeps the ship protected. Now, if that's true or not, it could simply be legends. But it's a good story, you understand.
It's also more specific details than we had before.
Oh.
Sharing.
Remember, I cannot vouch for the veracity of any of this. I was not there,
That's
and the stories that I've been told could be just that. Stories unreliable that have been passed from one to another through the oral tradition of the Australian people. Did you know that they say that when you visit Australia, it is dangerous to lay down upon the ground,
really.
and that fear is in the mountain?
What does that mean?
He shrugs. I don't know. Unfortunately, I have not made the trip to Australia except for once, and only then to attempt to settle a foothold there in the town of Fort Folly. We very barely escaped our attempted colonization. A great red dragon destroyed all of our structures. We thought to rebuild after we believed that we had fended him off, only for him to return the next day and destroy our own repairs. He now strafes the city once a day, seeking anything he can. The city's now infused with giant crabs and cyclopsi that are immune to the flames. I would not go to Fort Folly if I were you, especially because there's an individual in the sea nearby who could be a resource, but is quite mad. If you do visit, and do decide to go to Fort Folly, be cautious with the one who calls himself Zach. That's Z-A-C-H.
That's a really innocuous name.
Why? Crazy Zach is, for lack of a better term, crazy.
Crazy Zach. See, that's a title I'd expect. So, Australia.
Australia, yes.
Dragons
Oh,
in Australia?
there are many dragons. It's said to be the land of dragons, where they are born and raised by the elemental forces. The spirits there rule as opposed to gods. The primals, they call them. Jatikam, Kashana. They are the ones who you should be cautious of.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I ask about the dragons of Australia? Do they look disfavorably on any emotions to himself? Dragonborn?
Oh, yes.
Crap.
I roll history on them.
On dragons? Yeah.
Well, not on dragons, on Australia and the specifics that we have just been talking about.
Sure.
Don't worry,
Enjoy
Tyrell.
your
We're
tourneys.
used to you being disliked wherever we go.
So,
He's gonna tug the fucking ponytail. Careful, you.
Granek, your history check is very good. The Australian people in general, as has been reported as of the past 3 years, there have been several excursions that have gone over there, and rumors getting out about them. The Australian people are mostly nomadic, they are tribal, and they don't stay in one place for very long. They have a series of beasts of burden that are flightless birds that have 4 legs, referred to as the maul. M-A-W-L. The maul.
You say they were a beast of burden, or just a four-legged?
They're 4-legged creatures that are basically foul. Their flightless wings do them no good. However, they are varied in breeding, ranging from small food creatures to full-on tanks of animality. There are ravagers, there's speedsters, hunters, racers, all kinds.
Okobo's got it.
Do traders use them?
Traders do use them, yes.
Would you call those shopping malls? Sorry, I'll throw myself out.
If you did not have inspiration, I would grant it to you. Now, these Maul are considered even closer than family to the Australian people. They travel with them everywhere. But the rumor has it that only the injured people are allowed to rest upon the ground. I do not know why. But the rumor is, Grenek, that in all the records that you see, okay, all the things you've read, the Australian people do not lay down on the ground. They use hammocks, or they sleep on the mall, or they stay up off the surface of the ground. They are tribal and very much... each culture of their tribes has something different. They seem very odd to people who go and visit. They are generally associated with their section of Australia. One of the ones that you would have heard of would have been the tribe of the Slashing Winds, who tend to be very fast, but very thick-skinned and burly. The Australian people in every record that you're going to find, Grenak, with your 25 history, it's always, do not lay on the ground, and fear is in the mountain.
Okay. You got in the middle of almost saying the only time I'd heard of them ever sleeping on the ground, and then kind of wandered off into a different spot.
Sorry. The only time that anyone is seen sleeping on the ground is when they are someone who has been injured. So someone who has a deformity, or someone who is badly injured or maimed.
Okay, so either at birth or injured.
Correct.
Got it.
And they refer to those people as the shamans.
Okay.
Now, as far as Ashlinda Lease goes, there's a chance that if you were to visit Australia, if you were to visit Australia, you could gain knowledge. However, the tribes do not write anything down, as they view it as permanence. They function only on an oral tradition. There is, however...
Permanence?
I'm sorry?
They're not fans of permanence?
Of course not. As nomads, they up and move on a whim. Whatever their shamans tell them to, they leave and may never return. Or they might. Who knows? No one's been able to nail that down.
I see.
Now, there are rumors of a place on the northern side of Australia called the Dragon's Horn. It's said to be guarded by a great force. I heard the name from the mayor. He referred to the force as the Death Lady. Take that what you will. He says that she's quite attractive, but ominous. He said that she was very much his type.
Okay.
Now, should you go there and gain her favor, there's a library of sorts. It does not appear on any map, but the Dragon's Horn Gate is marked on the map. And he's going to produce a map of Toivoa, and we're going to go ahead and show you guys that. And you will see that up at the very top here, there is the Dragon's Horn.
swear on one of my notes somewhere I've got notes about other stuff in Austria, but
Potentially.
I cannot find them. I don't know if I didn't spell it right the first time in my search features and finding them, or if I don't.
I don't think you do. Now,
I got one more spot I'm checking, but keep going.
that draconic library originally belonged to the great Amaria Rosie. Are you familiar with them?
That does sound familiar.
Heard of it. Heard that they resurrected recently.
Indeed. It's quite refreshing having a bastion of goodness and justice throughout the world. The House of Flowers celebrates such things.
Yeah.
Matilda pointedly looks at the sweet tea jar and then looks back at Mr. Verm.
He smiles. Just because you don't agree with our methods doesn't mean that they're not meant for the greater good.
Sorry.
Laughing at your own death,
So-
Tyronius, is a sign of comfort.
I
mean,
have a
I-
question that's been bugging me actually.
Yes.
About that whole thing. Do you do like an ethical analysis every time you get hired to do something like that?
I allow the council to perform that as opposed to myself. I am simply a utensil for the House of Flowers, a tool to be used. Mostly retired, but occasionally I'm brought out for specific needs.
But why him? He's mostly harmless.
No, I am not. There are things that, like, look, great scheme of things, I am harmless compared to things like Ashland Least, the Abyssal Wraith, the fucking dragon that we met out there that set me on fire as soon as I stepped close to it. Yes, I am not harmless. And also, I do damage to things other than physical, reputation. I have a penance, a fine artistic skill in pissing people off. And honestly, Mr. Vermin, if I got killed by you, at least I'd be like, hey, some guy got come out of retirement for it. I could look MKL in the face and say I'm happy with that.
Would you want to?
No!
You see,
Good
I
God,
would
no.
much rather you go to either hell or heaven than go to MKL's grasp.
I mean, I don't know. I've got a very confused path. I don't know if I'd be worthy of heaven or hell.
Oh, you'll be worthy of one or the other. Smiles.
Oh. I mean, I still want to know how I can get the bounty off my head, but we're dealing with scary lady first.
Well, that's fairly straightforward. You see, you are a stain upon someone's reputation.
May I interrupt for a second and ask one question? That wasn't the question, fair point. Do you know the client, or is it... I have a feeling who it is.
I'm not at liberty to discuss that, of course.
Right, I just think I know who it is.
Assumptions can be made.
Rafaj.
Again, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Okay. But yes, I am a stain, so how do we...
Well,
fix it so I don't die?
I cannot assist you with that. After all, it's my job to kill you.
Do you know any... Would you perchance know anybody who would be able to... I suppose I could probably talk to Rose if she's... Maybe.
Are you speaking of which
Sweet
Rose?
August Rose.
Oh, the sweet August Rose. Quite a nice young lady. I heard that
Yes,
she now
right.
rules the city of Bourbon.
Yeah, I heard that too. Great, I was going to say, is it on a House of Flowers front, or is that do you know if that's a private venture?
He smiles at you and doesn't say a word.
Right.
As far as
Information broke.
Australia goes, you guys can interpret that how you will. Now, if you go to the Grand Library, there are trials that you must undergo. They're quite
Wait.
entertaining.
Hang on, Eric. You said Grand Library. Do you mean the Australian library, or talking the Shadow Shaddai one?
The Australian Library of Amaria Rosie.
Okay. Sorry.
If you go there, you will have to undergo trials. They're quite extensive. But I think that with Zoya's guidance and our esteemed Grenak, and I'm sorry, miss, I have not met you. My name is Bluebonnet Verm, and he reaches out for Heckin's handshake.
Oh, I think we met briefly, but I am forgettable. My name's Hecken. I'm a bird.
A bird. My lady, do not let anyone call you a bird. You are quite the magnificent Aarakocra.
Oh, thank you.
Damn. Smooth.
Are there any questions that I can answer?
Know anybody else who would want to see her dead?
People who would want you dead. Let's see.
No. Want Ashlyn dead.
Oh, want Ashlyn dead? Oh, hundreds, if not thousands.
All right, fair enough.
Technically, the other one was also a good question.
Yeah.
Do you want to know who else I know would want you dead? Let us see. Zoya Featherborn. I don't believe anyone really wants her dead, save for a cleric of Cateus, who approached the House of Flowers and was rebuffed. We did not wish to get involved. Tyrenius Evilite, well, that list is longer than most books in this store.
Yep.
Lady Hecken, I don't believe anyone wants you dead. You seem quite magnanimous and graceful, so I believe you are perfectly fine. You could probably retire in peace and have not a care in the world. Kirkatak, Ashlyn Delise wants you dead, along with
Yeah, big
someone else who
surprise.
I am not at liberty to discuss.
Oh, great. Okay, the answer is probably no, but can you tell me if it was Ashlyn or the someone else who put the bounty on my head?
I can tell you that Ashlyn Delise has placed a bounty upon your head, but we do not take contracts from her.
Got it.
Yeah, I suppose
So
you wouldn't want to get known for that.
No, that's not our, he smiles with a pun coming, wheelhouse.
Mm. Great.
Now, as far as
Who else wants me dead?
Granak, I believe that no one wants you dead, save for someone who might have been offended by body odor, perhaps? I'm uncertain. Regardless, I doubt that anyone truly wants you dead. And Matilda Kip, well, the list there goes quite extensive. You have defeated more athletes and ruined more athletic careers than can be counted.
It's the nature of the job.
Indeed. Does that answer your question? As far as I know, Miss Matilda, no one has yet placed a bounty upon your head, though.
Yeah, it's. I understand. It's probably just wishful thinking. Can't take a championship from someone who's deceased.
No. All you can do is set the record so that it can be difficult to bypass or surpass once again. If anything, killing you would cause you to become a martyr and even more of a legend.
I got a question.
Another
Do
one.
you? Yeah, comes with the territory, and it's got me in trouble. Do you take? Say you got person A and person B on their own separate terms, put a bounty on one person's head. Do you take those? Or do you say, hey, we already got somebody who's up for that?
The
You
business,
double dip.
the business practices of the House of Flowers are not to be discussed.
Fair point.
You don't discuss how you take jobs, do you? If you were tasked with, let's say, erecting a gazebo in a park by two different people, would you accept payment from both?
Probably.
Where's the
No.
harm in that?
I'm sorry, just gotta chuckle at the probably. No.
Different moralities are fun.
Well,
I was just going to ask.
getting lost in the weeds there. I do have an interesting, well, a curiosity. If the list of people who want Ashland Delise removed from the mortal coil,
Shuffled off this
Um,
mortal.
why hasn't that job been taken?
It has.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty
That-
sure I witnessed one of their agents die in a scrying.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
terrible. I mean,
Oh yeah,
yes. My
We didn't get a-
condolences.
Being
We didn't
assigned
look-
the job and being able to complete it are two very different things.
did we get a good look at, like, this player asking, did we get a good look at the actual assassin who Ashland had killed? Or
You did not.
Okay.
Do you
mean-
accept deals?
Sometimes, depending on the deal. I have many
Well-
books that I sell.
Well, Ashland is a high-profile target that's obviously pretty difficult to get rid of.
True.
If we take out her, can we keep him? She like jerks her thumb at Tyronius.
Interesting. A negotiation for a Dragonborn's life. One contract to negate another.
I like this idea.
I think that's quite creative. Allow me to
Great.
ask the council. I will have an answer for you in a couple of days. Is that fair?
Yes.
Because
Thank
I'm
you.
not
And she
authorized to
reaches
make
out
such a
and, like,
decision
just
myself.
slowly just kind of reaches out for Tyronius's muzzle and just closes her hand around it.
Yeah, if I
No
might,
squeaky.
we all think Tyra's pretty good, even if he doesn't himself. So
Hmm.
he'd be a bit of a loss to the world. So maybe, I mean, I don't want to impugn the council's reputation, but yeah, thank you. Thank you for your consideration.
Of course. It doesn't hurt to ask. The tail thumps into the floor.
He just pulls Matilda's
He's allowed.
head. Pardon?
That's okay. He's allowed to be grumpy about it.
Yeah,
Thank
Tyronius
you.
just pull. No, Tyronius is going to actually pull Matilda's hand off and give her a big hug.
Aw.
Okay, that's nice. She'll give you a hug, but she's not letting go of your face.
Oh no, that's fine. It's gonna be weird, like shoving a fucking cone into your chest. I don't know.
It's not that weird.
Thank you for your time.
No, I'm just thinking of how her hands placed.
All
Like
right,
she got a
moving
chicken wing. Anyway,
forward.
sorry,
You're
lost in
welcome
the weeds.
here.
Hopefully, when we
Um,
next meet, I have some good news for you.
Oh, I hope so as well. It would delight me to be able to say that the council has agreed to your terms.
Tyranius taps Matilda's hand, like looking up at her. Does she let go of his muzzle?
No. No, she does not. She's just going to nod politely at Mr. Verm. She's like, "Well, I look forward to our future conversation. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You as well."
You as well.
And you guys are free to head out into the town.
No, I'm not. I'm being dragged by my muzzle, apparently.
You are. I'll pick you up
Yes.
if I need to.
No. Tyranius isn't.
I never got a chance to ask a question to
Oh,
Mr.
we can
Oh,
go
yeah.
back to Mr. Verm. Go ahead, Granite. Sorry.
Since I have you in not your front face, can I ask you again about this letter? And I'll produce my letter from my backstory thing. Got the language again. Tafarli. Tarfali.
Algi?
The Torfali.
Yeah, that letter.
Okay. Pulling that up from the handouts, you said?
It was from my backstory. You said I found
Yes.
the letter I found. It was that.
Oh, he's going to look it over. Well, now this is interesting. I know someone who fits this description too, actually.
Can you actually read it?
I'm familiar with the script. I cannot read it myself, but I'm familiar with the style. And he's going to write down a name. If you ever reach Ivry, I would recommend that you contact an individual by the name of Dreamshade. She
The
is...
fourth time I've heard this name now.
She's a member of the House of Flowers Council, and generally viewed in a positive light. She's currently in charge of the House of Grass, one of the subdivisions of the major house. But she herself is one of the Torfali, as best I know.
I had heard under good rumor and authority that was the case, hence asking again.
If you find anything out about her, I'd be curious to find out myself.
I will keep that in mind.
She's enigmatic and a mystery, and I always like a good mystery, don't you?
With that, he'll give a big grin. Of course. What is life best about?
Oh, well, what life is best about is some nice tea, a fresh crumpet, and the friendship of others. Anything else, it's just complications.
Sounds like a wonderful evening.
Indeed.
What was the city again out of character?
Ivry is the major island off to the east. It's also pronounced Ivrix.
Okay, why are I... Fucking dyslexia.
Yvrix. We now have physical maps available on the website. If you want to get one, we sell them in the store.
How big are they, roundabouts?
They are A4 size.
Oh, I was gonna ask. Is there any future plans to have like poster A3 size or bigger?
Yes, however, those are exceedingly expensive.
Oh yeah, no, like that's why I asked if that was planned.
I have one, but it's like $70.
I've spent more on less.
They're expensive.
But no, I
Anyways.
understand.
Moving forward.
So you said I got did I get like a written note from him saying I'm a thumbs up to talk to from him?
He gave
Did
you
you
a
send me a
note
person?
with her name on it. That's all.
Just her name on it? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to find out.
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd give me like yo, this guy's good or something, but whatever.
No, he can't do that.
Listen, a girl can dream, Harold.
Yes, sir. I understand your attempt, and it was a good attempt.
This is what I get for having no charisma as a paladin.
Hey, you dug that hole.
All right. So, anything else that needs to be asked of Mr. Verm?
Nope, that was it for me.
All right. So, you guys can head back off into the town. As you leave the tulips there, they're beautiful, but that sign does say, do not touch.
Once we're out, Kier will hold up his hand to Matilda for a high five. Good idea.
She will return it and look a little smug, and then she'll
Ah.
look at Tyronius' face.
I'm gonna
All right,
kick
look, no,
both
no,
your
don't.
asses.
Shut up. Just a
Don't
second.
shut up,
No.
okay?
Okay, I'll just shut your face again.
Look, hey, look, before
And
you
look,
start
when
off,
I'm trying to save you, don't go and talk to the damn assassin and say, oh no, I actually am a problem and you should kill me. What kind of dumb shit were you thinking?
get rid of me and you guys don't have to put up with me.
Oh my god, Tyronius, if we wanted to get rid of you, we'd throw you in the harbor.
I mean, by your string of logic, Tyronius, I should go jump off a cliff.
Do not.
I'm not gonna.
No, he's gonna dive into the water and say, take me, scary lady.
Not doing that either.
Plus, we've all established that how he wants to die is in bed comfortable.
Look, Tyronius, it's neither here nor there.
Look,
I'm talking
Hilda.
about you here. No, this is important to me. This is important.
Can I just
Because
say
I
one
was in
thing
there-
before you chew me
I
out?
wasn't going to- No, I'm not. I'm going to chew you out. I was going toe to toe in there trying to stand up for you, trying to make a case to save your life, and you're like, no, please, assassin, poison me. I deserve to die because I'm the worst. You know how shitty that feels to be your friend standing next to you while you're basically chugging down poison, going, yeah, any time is good, my dude.
First off, Tyrannus was not chugging that stuff down. It was like, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. But also, I had no one to stick up for me
What?
before. And
What?
it's
We were literally sticking up for you
Before-
right there, and you said no!
Before. He said before. There was a pause there, but he said it.
It's my...
just
I want to protect you. To protect you all. It is my job. It's my purpose. And you basically said, fuck you, Matilda, I don't care, you can't save me, I want to die.
do. Part of me is always thinking it's easier to get, like, you know, go to Vern or go to someone and say, go. But I don't, because you still want me around. I laugh and I make jokes about it because it's how I try and... It's not a good coping mechanism by any stretch of the imagination. I'm aware, I just don't know how else to put it. I don't know how else to go through day to day knowing that my mere existence is, like, you know, under threat. Here, I'm in the same boat as you are, literally.
I find therapeutic panicking helps.
Yeah,
Taro,
but therapeutic... Yes.
sorry. You know, like, when you contradict us like that, you're calling us idiots for believing in you. Could you not do that?
looks down.
Like, do you think we're all morons?
No. No, that's fair. Yeah. No, alright. Look, I guess I have to just get used to... Again, I've known you guys for, what?
Going on 3 weeks now
Half.
for us.
Yeah, that's fair. But the other guys, you know, at most, you know, 4, 6 months. And you've done more sticking up for me than I've had. And, God, I'm fucking... And I've had in 60 years. There are definitely people who supported me and stuck up for me. Again, the library. But... I guess I'm not used to it again. And it's... I'm sorry.
I'm sorry
I
for yelling at you. Oh,
don't. No, don't.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry. No,
for
no,
yelling-
no.
No, I'm not sorry for being mad. I'm not sorry for being upset. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I can said it better.
No, it's fine. Look, both ears. Yeah. It's fine. It's I just have to
Except that people love and care about you.
especially when the past people who I thought loved and cared about me don't, actually, because again, echoes of the past came up and bit them. Look, on that night or at least the day after, I scryed on my on the youngest member of the Evilite family, and I saw, I think, from his perspective, and then I sent a message to him, and he told me to stay away. You know, doesn't exactly do well for your psyche. So, I'm not trying to call you morons. I'm not used to this.
Well, why don't we call him a moron then?
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, he kind of does. Like, we all saw him in the street. Dude looks like a pompous asshole.
Oh, no, not Rafaj. No,
That guy sucks too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, because that guy sucks.
no, Rafaj does suck. And... God damn it. All of yous.
Excuse me. You hear a
What?
voice come out from behind you guys. Are you looking for help, Tyro? You smell the scent of strawberries.
Hi,
Hello.
perhaps? I'm sorry, you know me, I don't know you.
Oh, that's okay. You can always get to know me better.
Uh-oh. Well, can I ask your name first, and...
Oh, you can
how
call me T. It's a nickname. But a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Kier.
Kier?
Kier holds up his hand as if to ask a question in class.
Yes.
Do you know somebody named Radian?
I am familiar with Radian. Why?
Are you the tea he doesn't need?
She smiles.
Sorry to tang this...
That would be me.
God
Huh.
I'm
Okay.
certain that that's the way he would put it.
Okay, thank you. Continue.
Um,
Tyrone, I heard you
Hi.
wanted to die.
Uh,
Tony just takes a step back behind Matilda.
She steps towards you. Oh, trust me, I won't bite hard.
Matilda steps forward until she's like right up in this lady's space. and
Oh,
looks
you.
down.
She
at-
is below chest level for you. This woman is maybe 5'3", 5'4".
Oh, she's short.
No, she's average height.
Look,
Yes,
I don't know
ma'am.
what you've heard
Yes.
or what you're assuming.
I need you to roll a wisdom
But we-
saving throw, please. As
we
she
didn't-
bats her eyelashes up at you.
Okay, shit.
Another one
Is
of
she casting a
these.
spell?
No. There's no spell being cast. Miss Kip, you are charmed by this woman.
So I step up to her and I look down.
She
at
smells
her,
so
and I-
nice. That strawberry
And,
and freshness.
And I'm like, I don't know what you heard, but oh. And she leans down. Oh, you smell really nice.
Oh, thank you.
Tyrannus is gonna cast a spell magic and tap Matilda on the back.
Nothing happens.
Matilda, are you okay? You're about to rip your throat out.
Oh, yeah, but she's got a really nice perfume.
Oh, thank you.
Listen.
Um,
Okay, listen.
So, your friend here, I couldn't help but overhear. He was being quite dramatic. He said he wanted to
He's just
die.
always that way. No, he just found his will to live.
He's working on it.
Oh. Are you sure, young man?
Why are you so eager to help him die?
I believe in alleviating pain.
Uh-huh.
There's another way to alleviate my pain, though.
She smiles. We can do that.
That not what I meant. Damn it! Why
Oh,
do I?
You're one of those clerics, aren't you? Oh, what perfume is this?
It's Strawberry Blossom from the Fey Realms.
Oh,
I'm gonna start humming a little tune.
Okay. All right, so...
It's just advantage for
Yep,
anyone else.
advantage. Understood. Gotcha.
I'm already too far gone.
Yeah, we're way
Yep.
too far gone. She smiles. If he wants to die, wouldn't it be cruel to keep him alive?
Not when he just found his will to live.
Oh. More power to you, young man. Just when you're ready, let me know. I'll ensure that you have the most pleasant death possible.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I do
I'll
my best.
keep it in mind.
Well, never mind that insight roll.
I'm gonna insight though. If you're okay with me rolling it, Eric.
You're gonna have to smell her perfume, which means I need a wisdom saving
Nope.
throw with
No,
advantage.
Tyrannus is. The wisdom. Actually, wait. Fuck it. I've got it. Let's see. Okay, hang on. Let's see.
As you shoot for the 22, you got there.
23.
Okay.
Okay.
You
so
will not be
insight.
charmed by her. She wants to give you the most pleasant death possible.
Right with you, Granick.
Yep.
Listen, Miss T.
No, not Misty. Just T.
Miss. Okay.
Misty's a
T.
stripper.
Also a good fighter, but she usually uses
Moving
water
forward.
elementals.
Oh.
Oh, come on! I couldn't make that. All right, I'll keep it in mind. But before I die, I have to help. You know, a couple of people, make sure they don't die.
Oh, who?
Hi.
Oh. Well, I don't intend to kill them. But when you're
I'm
ready,
sorry, I'm just,
let me
are
know.
you associated with? Are you associated with? And he points to the library, or like and the like
Oh,
the
no.
flowers in there.
No. No, nothing like that. I'm just a free spirit. If you wanted to die, I was going to help.
What do you think of the Temple of Odigi?
I think it's an ostentatious edifice of organized religion that oppresses others into a formality of rituals and ceremonies in order to achieve goals that are well intentioned, but otherwise misguided.
I mean, that could be said about any organized.
Ooh, she sounds smart. Can we keep her?
I'm getting close to her.
She smells good.
Do
You can
a
have my
newsletter?
information.
A newsletter? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not in any organization. No, I'm an independent agent.
So you don't take followers?
No. The only people who follow me, well, are my clients.
Are you?
How much does it cost? Sorry.
How much does it cost to be one of my clients? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. A swift death? Well, I can deliver that just out of compassion. But if you're looking for more herbal remedies, I'm your girl.
Are there any guards around?
You look around and you see some blue cloaks a couple blocks away.
I will offer a handshake with some gold in it.
She smiles at you. Ah, well, now we're talking. What exactly did you
This
need?
is Hecken's first time, so she's going to offer 50 gold.
Okay. Wow.
What is happening right now?
What will that get me?
Drug deal, don't worry about it.
She smiles. Here you go, dear. And she's going to slide you a small envelope. And inside, you're going to feel that there is a small sachet. Feels like a tea bag. Just a little dime bag. Here you go. That'll get you started.
Thank you.
If there's anything else you need, you know where to find me. When you open the envelope and look inside, the small pouch in there has a blue powder in it.
Is it blue suit?
Roll your medicine check, please, Hecken, as Mr. Sticky Beak is over there wanting to know.
15.
15. I will send you what this is because only you get to know what this is.
Well, no, I asked out of character because we have blue. Yeah, in fact,
there
looked
you
at
go.
it.
I don't think it's blue suit. Or at least not that flavor.
It's blueberry.
Now, anyone else need anything?
Did you do something to Matilda?
Do? No? Are you accusing me of something? My goodness. That chest.
asking
Do
you
you
a
wax?
What? No, what? Did you just ask people?
As
those
she
things?
breathes towards you, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw with advantage because of counter charm, unless I can stop doing the counter charm.
I'd go back to humming.
Okay,
Actually, no, I'm charmed by her now, so I'll stop the counter charming.
that's up to you. I'm not going to force that, but if you would, that's fine.
I feel like, yeah, I'm charmed by her.
Okay. All right.
So no advantage.
No advantage. Just
Yep.
straight roll, wisdom saving throw. Shoot for 22.
That's my second nat 18 on a
You
wisdom
will
saving throw
resist
check.
this?
Did you just ask people these things? Like,
Well, most orcs that I know have quite hairy chests.
well, I'm not most orcs. Sorry.
Apparently not. But you're cuter than most. At least you have that going for you. I like the goggles.
Oh, thank you. Nope, stop. And, did Matilda doesn't normally act like this. And he points and he points at her.
Miss Matilda, they said your name was? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm T. She reaches up to a handshake.
Matilda is kind of stuck between mild jealousy and still liking this person. So maybe like a hug is in order? Maybe, yeah. We're gonna go for hug.
A really tight hug.
So, you go for a hug. She reaches up and gives you a nice, teenager hug.
I don't know what that is, but okay. Yes, hug, lift it up.
That awkwardness where you don't get any chest involved, but you do get arms.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just pick her up. Or try to.
Oh, wee! My goodness, you're strong.
Yep.
Ah, this is nice.
Yep. Yeah. Now she's just sort of Princess Carrie, and I'm gonna be like, can we keep her?
I'm sorry, you can't keep me. I have to go. But it is pleasant up here. Thank you. Please put me down.
Oh, okay. All right. Should put her down, put T down, lightly, gently.
So I do it on the ground.
On the opposite side of Matilda, so Matilda is between T and Kier.
She looks up at you and winks. Are you and he an item?
No.
Come on, you can tell me.
I'm being honest.
Oh.
The short answer is it's complicated.
She looks at Kier, looks at Matilda, looks at Kier, looks at Matilda, looks at Kier, looks at Matilda. I understand. No intrusion meant. But yes, Tyro, when you're ready to die, and you want to die comfortably, very comfortably, let me know. Deal? She smiles, gives you the little waggle fingers. Have a wonderful day. And when you're ready to die, meet me here. Just call my name. And she walks away, her blue cloak shifting from side to side as she sashays down the alley and around a bend.
Oh, a blue cloak.
Yellow.
You said blue.
No, she's
Yeah,
wearing
you
a
did
yellow
say blue.
cloak.
You said blue.
You said blue.
I said blue, I'm sorry. She has a yellow cloak.
Oh.
Right, I was a bit confused.
He's just
he
so
Freudian
used to
slipped.
the word blue coming before cloak, it slipped out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
fine.
I was
It's
gonna
fine.
say.
LLM.
We're going past it.
All right. Anyway, so
Don't make
So,
me
do
go there.
the-
I hate LLMs so much. They're a great tool, but they're totally horrible.
what's an LLM?
Large language model. We're in the weeds. Let's move back.
Okay. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Tyrannus is going to look at Hecken and Matilda. Are they still charmed?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Matilda.
But
and he
how
just
would you
slaps
tell?
her to try and... Is she
Yeah.
still got that dazed look about her?
Matilda, do you have that dazed look about you?
A little bit, yeah. But
Okay.
that could also be the exhaustion.
I don't know. Okay, Matilda, could you come down here for a second?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Grabs the side of her head and licks up the middle of her face like a dog.
Oh God, no. Oh, it's in my nose. Oh, you didn't brush your teeth.
I
looks at
do,
his
thank
party
you very
members.
much.
Kier looks at his party members, raises his hand, and says, "Okay, who saw it coming?"
Oh, it's so gross. Oh. Okay.
Hey, that counter spell works. Hecken, come here.
What did you... No, no more.
What the hell was that?
What are we even doing? Who was she?
She offered to kill me and you didn't flatten her.
Okay, I admit there was an initial reaction to do that, and then I don't know what happened.
I do. She's got something about her. Can I roll a Arcana or Nature check or whatever it would be? Because player has
You've already rolled your insight check. No. You don't get to
No,
keep
no,
rolling on things.
Can I roll
No,
mine?
no.
Because that's not what my insight check was about. I was
Sure.
gonna insight to see if she was part of the House of Flowers.
Roll an insight check. You can roll an insight check. Tyra already tried to figure it out.
I tried
You
to
don't
figure
know.
out something different.
You don't know.
Yep.
No one knows. No one knows.
So yes, it wasn't magical because I tried to tap you on the back and do dispel magic. That didn't snap
I
you
just
out of it.
remember
So
she smelled really nice, and like
yeah,
I mean,
and even in
she
your
had
charmed
nice
state,
perfume.
and even in your semi-dazed state, when she hit on Kia, you didn't flatten her again. Something was up. I'm sorry for licking you. This time I truly am.
She didn't
Fucking-
find Leslie. Either. Lotley, sorry.
That's because
That's-
Lotley has. That's because Lotley has Kia's best interests in mind.
look, I don't swing first. What do you guys think of me?
I know you don't swing first, but still, it was like a. Anyway, listen. Okay, you're back to your senses. Heck
Weirdly
it.
interested in her.
Yeah.
You guys what? She's got such a great philosophy.
Does she?
What did you get from her
Yeah.
anyway?
Alleviate pain, suffering.
Yeah,
and
by
subscribe to
killing.
religious fascism.
Look, that's
It's not
fine.
killing if
Those-
someone asks for it. It's assisted
Yes,
dying.
it is. Look, assisted dying is technically if you're unwilling to.
No, that's murder.
I mean, you know, a rose by any other name.
I just
This
don't think we
is-
should be deciding, end of life plans based on potentially temporary emotional states.
Look, the main point is we have an emotional thing and some distraction happened and I can finally say I have some will to live if it means this fucking runt can be rid of the ship.
Good. So
The House of
does
Flowers
that mean we
didn't.
have a plan now, right? So we'll just wait to hear back to see if they take the deal, and then
Well-
we have a ship to hunt.
I mean, we got to do that anyway.
We. I don't necessarily want to stick around and know if they take the deal. I mean, but
I mean, I can always send him a message too and just ask, "Hey,
I
how?"
I think we need to be professional about this and actually return.
okay, we can do that. My did. Gosh, that was a distracting event that just happened there. Were there any more? Does anyone remember if there was any more people who might want to see Ashlyn dead? We could check in on. Otherwise, we need to find a job heading to Austria and some transportation that is not by sea. We're gonna take the long way.
I don't think.
Okay, how
I
do you
don't
take the
think
long way?
There's a way for us to get there without going by sea. There's
There's the central wall.
but hold on. Grenok, do you have a map?
You're goddamn right. Also, ahem, we took the or can't we just take the portal back to Grindavik that we used from the Blue Cloaks earlier?
We can, yeah.
That gets
we
us most of the way there.
I do know. Well, I do know that Zoya here wanted to go to Briarglen.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
And Lou did want in on when we go to Briarglen to find her brother. So
Well, I guess we decide on what our priorities are. Do we go by Briarglen maybe find Zoya's brother, gain him as a potential ally, then head over to Australia.
Road
I'm
trip.
down for that.
Well,
Here, go ahead.
something else to think of is if we are going towards Zoya's brother, we are entering the Feywilds, and we should look up what that entails for necessities for us in preparation.
Well, let's spend the rest of today doing that, and then get our answer from Mr. Verm tomorrow, and then start off on our next job.
Oh,
So his brother in
excuse
Paraguay?
me. My brother's not on in the Fey realms. He's here on the material plane. I did some research.
Oh, good. I didn't want to go to the Pharaohs.
You really don't. There's... Ugh. Just reading the reports from there is weird. Is
She's
scary.
going to kick the back of your knee when your knees are locked, just to get you to shut up about the Fey realms.
It's scary. You're subject to the whims of creatures.
So stop talking about it.
They are worthy of being prepared for.
I don't know.
Well, if you did research on it, then where is he? Is he in Briar Glen?
It's our best bet.
All right. Well, Austria's and its answers aren't going anywhere, but Zoya's brother might be. So I think we do go there first.
Okay.
Do you want me to pop a message off to Lou and let her know?
Let's decide on whether or not to do that tomorrow after we hear back from Mr. Verm about whether they're
Yeah.
going to accept that trade of contracts.
That's fair.
By tomorrow, you mean in 3 days?
Yes. Sorry.
So we're
wasn't-
staying where Ashlyn is for 3 days. Let's all hang out together in a group, since there's someone who wants to kidnap Kia.
Oh yeah, no. We hang
Well,
out
doesn't
together
she-
in a group.
Doesn't she all want to take all of us?
All of us are a lot harder to take than just Kier. My concern is that she's going to keep trying to wear us down with that damn nightmare until we're all too
Mhm.
exhausted to do anything about it.
If it's her doing it.
I think it's the ship.
Either way,
Why
even if
would-
it wasn't her and she does only come for him, she knows we will come after him, so it's just as effective to grab any one of us and run off, and we will all follow.
Well, if you wanted to be a little bit safer and you don't mind paying for the teleportation fees, we could bounce from Nausha at the Blue Cloaks fort here down to Grindavik, stay at my place, and then come back in 3 days. Or I don't know. I don't think it would probably take us just that long to get to Briar Glen. We wouldn't be able to make that entire trip in just 3 days.
No.
But if it would give you a little bit of peace of mind to put some distance between Nausha and us, we can go crashing Grindavik for a little bit and then come back and talk to Mr. Verm.
Now we are also just outside of Mr. Vern's house. We can't just leave him a letter saying we are going to Grindavik. Can we send a message?
That too.
Or we could just knock and ask.
He's closed for the day.
Where's Grindavik on the map?
Second from.
It's the second testicle.
Oh,
Wow, I'm
it's-
glad
it's
I'm not the
place-
one.
It's the place right next to Briar Glen. Okay.
Yes. That's why
It
it
would
would
be
be
where we're going
easy
anyway.
for us to teleport from here to Grindavik and then head west to Briar Glen over land. Take care of the
It
things
just-
that Zoya needs to take care of, and then head east to Australia.
Yeah, it just
I'm kinda
escaped my
curious.
brain that that spot that we could teleport to was in fact Grindavik.
I'm also curious to see if, like, you know, ugly Drowface has been thrown into prison or something. Because Neve said she was gonna put him to put him in a trial there. And, yeah, nothing if not a sticky beak. Sorry, is that offensive,
I
Heckin?
think
Yeah, everything you do. Sorry, it was lack of sleep. Probably not that in that case.
Tyrannus is just gonna give Heckin a soft hug and just be like, you know what? You get to stick the knife in me if I choose to die, okay? Not her. I'm
don't-
kidding.
Pulls out and cleans off her dagger.
No. You want to
Okay.
use this one? You want to pull? He pulls out the consortium witch knife, like covered in blood still.
Oh, I don't have a
Okay.
dagger anymore. Heckin mimes cleaning off a dagger.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you wish for a dagger? Damn, we could have given you that +1.
We're going off.
All right.
Sorry. Anyway.
I like the idea, Matilda, but I think we hold off on teleporting to Grindavik. Just because I don't want to tilt our hand. If we teleport away and then pop back, it echoes of something. I'd rather just be away and she'd have to track us down from that point.
Got it.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Yep, that said, we absolutely stick together. And
Okay, does anybody have universal glue?
And we find us a job in Austria or heck, Briarglen.
Sounds good. I guess we can head back to the consortium and see if there's any available jobs that would send us down in that direction.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Oh, boy.
So we go back to the Luxuries Consortium.
And I'm gonna check out the job board, see if there's anything here. Because there wasn't anything here last time we were here.
Is
Yeah,
there
there was
any
shenanigans.
is there any delivery there?
As you come up to the job board, Matilda, you do see that there are some jobs on here. Quite a few, actually. But one of them catches your eye. It's a delivery for a merchant by the name of Luther, who is looking
Oh,
to
Luther.
send a crate of goods to Briar Glen to be delivered to Moritas of Moritas's mortuary and bakery.
I know
like
that
the
name.
Murmurs of Moritas spell? Like the famous Moritas?
Yes.
Granddad?
Matilda reaches up, snatches that paper off of the board, and then comes back to the table and she's like, slams it down and says, I found one. You guys are never gonna believe this.
Oh, let me guess. Here's mother.
No, better.
Oh.
Yeah, there's an easy delivery to take a crate from here in Nausea, from a merchant called Luther, down to Moritas in Briar Glen.
Just Tyronius just face palms. You jinxed it.
What? It's just picking up a box and carrying it.
Yes, but you don't say that part out loud. It's like if you work in the, for a what is it? Is it hospital in this world, Eric? Or
They're hospitals.
Yeah, it's like when you work in a hospital. You don't ever say, "Oh, it's quiet." Every EMT who's listening to this just flinched reflexively.
Tyra, you'd be bored if it was an easy trip.
I didn't say that.
Right,
That it.
but it's like Moritas.
Yeah, God. He can ramble, can't he,
Look,
Heckin?
I don't know a lot of spells. I don't know the names of a lot of spells, but I know this one, and that makes him pretty famous, right? Right? She looks at Granach, she looks at Hacken.
Have we heard of Moritas?
You have heard of Murmurs of Moritas. Moritas of Moritas's mortuary and bakery is a chain of mortuaries. That's a family-run business here in Nausea and in Briar Glen. There's also an arm currently up in Ryport. They're a fairly nice mortuary, but their signature thing is that when they're not doing funeral services, they repurpose their furnace, their crematorium.
Yep.
They repurpose the crematorium as a bakery. It's an oven that they use to bake cookies and other pastries.
And people.
God, imagine getting the wrong thing out of the wrong oven. Then it's like, hey, go to oven
It
3. I
is
left some
one
stuff in there.
oven. So when you get cookies at Mortus's Mortuary and Bakery, you're getting cookies that are cooked in the same furnace as people's bodies.
As grandma.
So they're to die for.
Exactly.
There we go. You know what?
These crullers taste just like grandma. I mean, grandma's.
You book
You
them,
know,
we cook them.
I remember, I have fond memories of cooking with Grandpa, and then Mum took the urn away.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm up for that.
They're very reputable.
Is there?
Quickly,
But Grenak, as we settle around talking about possible new job, eating some lunch, Grenak will notice that both Matilda and Hecken are both slacking a bit, having finally connected the pieces of the horrible dream that had consequences on them, and will give them both a lay on hands to fill their HP bars.
Oh, that takes care of that headache that's just been like right behind the eyes all morning. Thank you.
That
The
refills your
paladins do
HP bars, but does not get rid of the level of exhaustion.
ah,
No, that's great. Just takes the edge off. Thank you so much, Granok.
Of course.
actually, that's a question. Do we want to carry some scrolls of lesser restoration, just so that if there's a
Lesser restoration won't do it.
there's a greater restoration?
Yep. Exhaustion sucks.
So, again, point still stands. And I can't cast it.
The only
But
one
I'm
who
willing to
could
throw
would
gold.
be Renok, I think.
Yeah, it's
And
Artificer
Hecken.
Bard. Cleric, Druid,
Oh, it is
Ranger,
Artificer Bard.
Cultist.
I didn't
Probably
realize
some
that.
subclasses.
Yeah, so the majority of us
Give
could.
it to
I think
Heck.
it might be an Alchemist subclass pickup, maybe.
The alchemist subclass just brews really strong coffee.
Yeah,
It is the medic
dude.
artificer, so
Anyway,
But yeah, I was going to suggest, yeah, do we want to pop by, see if anybody can give us some greater restoration? Also, Hecken, do you know how to make scrolls for Memories of Moritas? I lost the scroll. I lost the spell when I got my book drenched.
make scrolls. I can teach you the
Yeah.
song.
It has to be a scroll for me. I am much of a bookie as you.
are you tone deaf?
Yes. I
Oh. Damn.
my best. The best thing that comes out of my mouth in terms of music is a whistle, as long as I don't have to play a flute.
Alright, Hecken is going to write down the sheet music for Members of Moritas,
Ken,
which is
like,
10 tones. And it goes beep 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 beep.
it's
Gotta
just
repeat
a
that
way
now,
to do a
Tyro.
Teams call.
Can you give me a key for that though?
The fact
It
that
is in E sharp.
it's an E sharp. All right, Grenak, in E sharp. Give me 10
Why'd you
notes.
choose E sharp?
Because it's Moritas.
You all
So-
and your orchestra key signatures. Hold on, I gotta do everything backwards real quick.
E sharp.
That's 3 sharps. And then C, D, E.
E sharp is F, if you want to easy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hate orchestral key signatures. They're all backwards.
Eric, can I learn the spell
Yes,
from this?
thank you, Matilda.
You can certainly try. Roll your Arcana check.
Let's fucking do it. If Tyranius can breach that gap, I'll be so happy with myself. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use this. Wait, kid, that
Yes, you got it.
no. Oh, got it. Okay. So does Tyranius have to?
You're going
Okay,
to have
Tyranius
to
can
do
read it.
the scribing and everything in order to put it in your book, which takes a day. It takes the time to put in there, and the
Like
gold.
4 hours and 100 gold. That's fine. Tyranius just is happy that he can do it, and
And now
After
you too can harass Granddad.
after Heckin spent an hour making the scroll.
Right.
Which I'm just gonna say, heck, if you're gonna actually do that, Tyrannus will pay for the materials.
Yep.
You're
Yeah,
going
if you want me
to
to.
pull your tuba mouthpiece. I love
Hold on,
this.
it's around here somewhere.
Very well.
The FNL, just pieces of instruments
So-
around.
You guys are able to get the scroll scribed, the spell scribed into Tyro's spell book, so he can cast Murmurs of
Oh.
Moritas.
It's gonna take 4 hours to do. I
Yes,
don't.
and that's
know
going to
if I
take
wanna-
you the rest of the day.
Not like we don't
Okay.
have a couple days to burn.
Okay.
Is there?
Oh, there you
While
go.
he's doing that,
Well, okay. I need to interrupt here because just to keep us honest and such, I've already done my homework this morning. That's the reason I'm sort of
okay, so
And
you'll
you-
have to do that the next day.
right. I appreciate it, but like, yes, I want to keep us honest.
All right. Cool. So,
All right. Sorry. Go for it.
anyone else want to do anything before hitting the sack tonight? After having picked up the
I
job for Luther.
I did also want to check out, like, that's a job going to Briar Glen, but is there one going to Australia as well?
No,
We can't get a
you
couple.
would not find
More
jobs
people.
going to Australia. No one in their right mind goes there.
Ah, I see. We have joined those not in the right mind. Excellent.
Correct.
Alright.
joined-
Grindavik or the Central Wall.
To the central wall, there would be a job to deliver stuff to Knickknacks. If you're interested in delivering crates there, you can do that.
Oh.
I-
Good call.
I was gonna say too, because depending on the size of the crate, like Grand Uncle Matilda could carry it, or
The crates are 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot, so 1 meter on all sides.
Oh,
right. But
I can't put that in my bag of holding. That's too big.
No.
Never mind.
Far too
yeah,
big.
that's what I mean. But you guys can carry stuff as if you were large.
We can also get a cart for like a gold.
Through the teleporter.
Yeah, over in
Yeah.
Grindavik.
Yep.
Well, Grindavik's
Oh,
teleport hall fit that way? If we get a cart.
We can carry it to the portal.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Cool. So,
so
you
much do
guys
these
will,
jobs pay?
the one to Briar Glen pays 10 gold. The one to the central wall pays 50 gold.
Makes
So
sense.
it's
Yeah, that-
Briar Glen, 10 gold for 1 crate.
Correct.
Well, I guess it's better than no gold.
yeah.
Job 2.
And we don't have to worry about an elephant tracking around through it too. So
50 gold for 1 crate for them as well, or is it multiple crates?
It's 50 gold for all 5 crates.
so
So
10 each.
They,
10
they
each.
have 5 crates.
They have 5 crates going to the central wall.
The Friday night lifts.
All right. Cool. So, you guys have your gigs. What we'll do is we will come back next week after you guys take your long rest tonight. Figure out what happens next week on that, because I want Zoya to be here for that.
In
Hooray.
theory, I was going to say I wanted to talk to Leslie before the end
Sure.
of the night, but there's also only 5 minutes left, and it's going to take longer than 5 minutes. So,
Yeah, we'll cover that next week. It's fine.
just want it stated.
Yep. So we will get Granek to talk to Leslie next week, and I'm assuming he's going to want to do that by himself.
Correct.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool, guys. Well, we'll come back next week to explore what happens next on the Friday Night Lights, as you guys have some jobs to do to meet up with Moritas of Moritas's Mortuary and Bakery in Briar Glen, and you have a trip to visit Knickknacks in the Central Wall. So, we'll figure out what happens next week on the Friday Night Lights. We will not be here next week, which is July 4th, but we will be back on July 11th for that. So, be ready for that, guys.
Happy
Otherwise,
Independence Day, everybody, to
Yep.
the Americans.
yep. You guys
That's
have
us.
a wonderful time. Please stay safe. Fireworks are dangerous, but they are a ton of fun and very beautiful. So, go ahead and enjoy your time. Eat some great food. Share those food pictures in the food channel in Discord. I love seeing those. You guys know that. But otherwise, guys, that's where we're getting for tonight. We will be back tomorrow morning for Us Against the Gods, as they are attempting to meet up with Sultan Lego in Shatter Shaddai. Take care,
Oh,
everybody.
they actually got it.
Yep, they're working on getting there. Good night, everybody.